Hi there, this is Ryan Erlacher with lawabidingbiker.com. Yes, I am holding an AR-15. So I guess to start off, we do a lot of review videos. We do a lot of motorcycle review videos. We've done some maintenance, how to do maintenance on your motorcycle. We do podcasts, so check us out on iTunes, Zune, Android, BlackBerry, Stitcher Radio. Again, lawabidingbiker.com. So you're wondering, we do a very I guess I would say, as far as our content goes, it's very diverse. It's everything law-abiding biker, and that includes the motorcycles we ride, all the way down to our first firearms video. Many law-abiding bikers, period, appreciate their Second Amendment rights and the right to bear arms, and many carry. And so I wanted to do a video on the AR-15. So again, we cover everything law-abiding biker, and now we're gonna. This will be our first video. We'll also talk on our podcast about different guns at times and different reviews and things like that. So, like I say, you carry a gun, you are law-abiding as long as you do it legally. We're very lucky. I live in Washington State, and they haven't trampled on our rights. We can possess, and it's an open carry state. So anyways, check out the website, check out the podcast, all that good stuff. There's other YouTube videos, but I've had an AR-15 for over 20 years, and recently I got another AR-15. So this is an out-of-the-box tutorial video. It's kind of a tutorial, and it's an unboxing of a brand new Colt AR-15. And I've also put some things on it. So, Colt AR-15, the video is going to go through unboxing of it, how it comes out of the box, what you need to do to prepare the weapon, as far as getting it ready to go. Don't just go shoot it. There's some things that you need to do. I also go through, I put on this flip-up rear sights, some A.R.M.S. A.R.M.S. flip-up rear sights. In case my optics go bad. It's also got a front flip-up sight. Same reason, in case my optics go bad. I show you how to install the EOTech 512 onto the AR-15. Also, I you probably can't see it from that side, but from this side I put a Surefire M300A flashlight, mounted that to it. Also put a tactical link here. Right side bolt catch, so I can lock the bolt back with my right finger on the right side. Show you how to put that on. And then of course the single point harness that I'm wearing that comes off very easily. It's also from Tactical Link. Lots of slings and stuff you can go to, but this is one of my favorites for a single point sling. So we go through all that. I also go through the G&G flip up covers. They're really cool. You have to take your housing off your AR-15, and you can get those in their G&G if you look them up on the internet. They are patented, so really neat little things. So I'll show you how to install those two before you install your EOTech 512. And I'm trying to think. I think that's all the things I put on this gun. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video. Like I say, it straight comes out of the box, and we go through how to do all those things. We discuss some things. So yeah, enjoy the video, and please check out lawabidingbiker.com. Thanks. All right, let's get into this unboxing and assembly of Colt AR-15. I've got some parts there, got a sling, cleaning kit, a couple 20-round magazines, some cleaning rods. So set that right there. All right. And of course, we've got the AR-15 there. So, all right, let's take it from there. See what kind of parts we got. Alright, yeah, lock. These are to put on the down here for your hands, so it's not quite as abrasive on your hands if you want to. Some rail protectors, cleaning rods, brushes, two 20-round magazines, let's see, sling, couple sling mounts there, and then of course the instruction booklet. Alright, we're also going to put a tactical link single point sling on this, and we're going to put a EOTech optics on it, a EOTech 512. We'll put that on. We're going to mount a tactical flashlight to it. And I'm actually going to get, this comes with pop-up rear sight in case your optics were down. I don't like this rear sight at all that it comes with, so I'm going to get rid of that and put a an A.R.M.S A.R.M.S pop-up sight that's a little bit better. It's also got the pop-up front sight, but I'm going to get rid of this back sight and change it out. So, alright. Alright, my bag of tricks here. Just going to put a mini scout light, a Surefire M300A tactical light. It's got a, if you want to, it's got a pressure sensor on it. So we'll be putting that on, and then of course an EOTech, and it's 512.A65. So that is the optics we'll be putting on this rifle today. Get that off there. Alright, and there's the, that is the EOTech that we will be putting on. So, alright, we'll get to assembling this thing. Alright, if you don't have one of these, I highly suggest getting one. It's just a block that you can put in your vise. And I just cut two rubber pads here so it protects a little bit. And just goes in the magazine well of your AR-15 once you get it tightened up. And it will hold your AR nice. Alright, get this, lock this back, charging handle, get this protective thing out of there. Alright, once you do that, once you have your block in, these blocks are really nice, it just goes right in there, and it makes a really nice working platform for your AR. So, alright, so we got it here, got the orange protective thing out of the barrel there, and then just make sure your charging handle is forward, okay? And right over here on the left side, you can push a little pin and you can get your fingernail in this, pull this back out, it stops right there, and then the rifle breaks down. And again, same thing on the front. If you want to remove the hole, you just push over here and we'll just get our fingernail in there, right there, and then you can remove the whole thing. Alright, and you gotta, when you first get these, they're all oiled up, they've got grease and they've got all kinds of stuff in them, so before you go shoot them the first time, you need to clean all that protective oil that the factory puts on them, get them all cleaned up. So that's what I'm going to do right now, and I'm just going to show you how to assemble this thing. There probably are other videos out there on how to strip these down and field clean them and all that. I'm not going to go through all that with you. This is more of the assembly of the rifle, so check out some other videos on cleaning and stuff. I'm not going to go through each step of that, but I'm going to go ahead and turn the video off. I'm going to clean this thing all up, get it ready, and then I'll come back and we'll put flashlight and put some optics and change this rear sight out. Alright, first thing we're going to do is get this flip up sight that I don't like off here. Reason I don't like it is it only has the one flip up, and the hole's really small. I don't like that. I'm going to use a different one by A.R.M.S, and I'll show you. It actually has two, depending on what distance you're shooting from, a large hole and a small hole. So this thing just comes off, it looks like, with the Allen wrench on the side here. And I don't even know who makes this one. It came with the rifle. Alright, obviously you can see all the different, where you can mount different, your optics and flashlights, all your rails and stuff, but this sight actually just slides right on. It's by A.R.M.S. again, and it just goes to the first notch there. Alright, and then I've got another piece here that slides in the side of that and locks it into place. So there's your notch right there, you can see, okay? And then there's an arrow on this right here, and it actually points towards the front of the rifle. You just slide it right in the gap, okay? And it locks up, butts up real nice there. And then on this side is the screw or nut, and you just thread it on the other side, and it tightens this whole rear sight assembly down, which I'm going to do right now. Okay, this is all secure, lined up. We're just going to take this nut on this side and thread it over that bolt. Once we get that on, I'm going to take a screwdriver, flathead, and don't over tighten this, just a good snug turn. Alright, and that sight, rear sight assembly, is secured on there. I'll show you the reason I like this sight is obviously it flips up real nice. You just pull this little lever there, and I'll see if I can get a closer shot here. Let me get a little bit closer shot of this, but this right here, you just flip it back, and that pops your sight up. Alright, the reason I like this sight, obviously, is because it has two different size holes for, farther away, and then the larger for up close. So, and then to get it back down, it's real simple. I'll try to do it with one hand here, but you just lock that back in there, pull it back out, it flips right back up. Again, pulling it down, locks right back in. And it's got all the windage adjustments and stuff on it. So, alright. Alright, another cool little thing, it's going to be hard with one hand, but I just want to show you, is a item from Tactical Link. It just allows me to lock the bolt back with my right hand. Okay, and it just basically mounts up there, and then we've got this other piece right here, and it goes in there. There's three little bolts you can see. I'm going to take this part off because it will probably fall, but once you get it all mounted in there, essentially you can see it goes underneath the trigger guard, it comes out the right side, and you can lock your bolt back using your right hand instead of having to use your left hand. It makes it really handy. We'll come around this side of the rifle. As you can see, bottom of the trigger guard there it is. I'll lock it all in place, and like I say, that just allows you to use your right finger to lock the bolt back. Alright, that's what it looks like mounted on the rifle. As you can see, it goes right underneath the trigger guard, right there. Okay, and so coming out this side, you can just pull the charging handle back with your left hand, obviously, and then you can just pull up on that and it locks your bolt back. A lot easier than trying to pull the charging handle with your right hand and then take your left hand out and take your left hand off and lock it. So makes it really quick, especially for manipulation drills. Alright, I'm just taking the cover off the EOTech, and it's just a Torx, little Torx bit there, and there's two on each side. I'm just going to take those off, and that'll take the housing off so we can put the GG&G flip-up covers on. Alright, and that's the GG&G cover installed, flip-up covers for the EOTech. And as you can see, I took the housing off with the 4 bolts. It goes over the EOTech. Okay, goes over the EOTech. You just have to work, it's just a rubber molding, as you saw earlier. And you just have to work it up in there. And then once it's worked up in there, you can mount it back over your EOTech sight. That's the GG&G flip-up covers. Very handy. Okay, and once you get your covers on, of course, you put the housing back over the optics, and it takes a little finesse to get that over because you've now got this rubber up in here, but they do leave some room, and just takes a little finesse. Be easy with it and it'll slide back on there. And then of course we've got to put all 4 screws back in, so that's what I'm going to do now. Alright, and here's where you get to decide where you want to put your EOTech, your optics. That's really up to you. I know where I want mine. There's markings on there. I'm going 1 notch ahead of T4. I don't know if you can see that with the video camera, but they're all labeled. And it's really just up to you. You just slide it on there, get it set where you want, and then very simply you just take this bolt, and there's another one with an Allen head if you like that better. Because I use this kind so I can take my sight off if I needed to real quick. But they do make an Allen head one that goes inside. And of course, you just lock that down. Fit it where you want. Okay, it's mounted, and these are those flip-up covers. GG&G flip-up covers work real nice. Oops. They just lock into place like that, and then of course it's got little tabs there. You can flip them real quick when you're ready to go. So pretty handy little things. And that is the EOTech mounted. Of course, next, make sure you take this out and get your fresh batteries in it. Alright, got our batteries in. So you get that in there real tight and then lock her down. Alright, and that should turn our optic on. And it's on. It's just I can't get a good angle with the, I think you can see a little bit there, but it's hard with the video camera. So obviously now if my optics went down, I've got my flip-up rear sight and I've got my flip-up front sight, and then you can use iron sights right through the optics. And if things went really bad and this glass was cracked, I'd need a tool probably, but pliers or anything would get that off real quick. Alright, next I'm going to put my Tactical Link single point sling on, and that goes over the top there, and I'll cinch it down here in a second. Then of course right here on the bottom, this butts right up against there, and there's 2 bolts, one on each side, that go through the top right there, one on each side. Make sure you tighten those evenly, and you might want to use a little Loctite. That's what I'm going to do, and cinch that down. And that will be our mount for our single point Tactical Link sling. Alright, the Tactical Link single point is connected, and I like it because you just push on a button back here and it locks right in there. And I like it because it's got 2 breakaway points. Of course, this single point sling goes around you, and if you need to break away from your rifle, you can, number one, you can unsnap the clip right there real quick, or you can just push in on that, which is really nice, and pull it, and then your rifle disconnects. It's also great because you can keep this around you and just hook it up when you need it for your rifle. So pretty handy. That's why I use that one. Alright, last thing we're going to do is try to get this, again, it's a M300A Mini Scout Light by Surefire. It's got a bunch of directions and whatnot, whatever. Don't need those. Alright, here's some Velcro, it looks like. It comes with a pressure switch, so you can mount that somewhere to your rifle if you were holding it. Somewhere up here where you could push it with your thumb, or if you had a pistol grip down here or a foregrip, then you could mount it on that. They make those too, and then you could just hit it pressure sensor wise. I prefer not to do that. I don't really care about that, so I'm just going to put the end cap on it. I either want it on or off, so it makes it easier for me, and then you can just reach up and turn it on, turn it off. And obviously it's got the rail mount on it, so we'll just find a good place to mount it. And again, there's many different places you can mount it. It's all labeled. It's whatever's comfortable for you, you know. Just kind of fits over there, and then of course you tighten it down. But you know, if you're holding your rifle, you might want to think about, is that a good spot? And I can push it and activate it, push it off. So just find out what's comfortable for you, and then crank it down with this. I'm going to find a good spot. Alright, one of the final stages here is obviously they make, comes with 3 of these, and you can cut them to size. They're just rubber. It's just for comfort, because this is real hard metal when you're shooting. It might tear up your hand or whatever. So if you want to use these, they're very simple. You just slide them right on and cut them to size. You can cut them up here if you want, cut them to size up here, wherever you want them. So alright, I've got everything pretty much where I want it. I might add a charging handle extension, but that's about it on this rifle. So anyways, hope that gave you a little idea of how to put some stuff on the AR-15. And also remember, I just put rear sights on, I put optics on, so I'm hoping everybody understands this is not sighted in, so I would not go shooting this and expect it to be accurate at all. So I'm going to take it to the range and get it all sighted in. So make sure you do that before you shoot it. Go to the range and get everything dialed in, your iron sights and your optics. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Hope it gave you a little insight into unboxing an AR-15 and some of the things you can do to install different components on it. Probably do more in the future on different guns and things. I just want to say I appreciate everybody that's supporting lawabidingbiker.com. It's been overwhelming. We've had donations. If you feel so inclined and you like the content, please go to lawabidingbiker.com. There is a donate button on the right side of the home page, and you can donate if you feel so inclined. We do appreciate that. Also, there's affiliate banners up there. You can get good deals if you click the banners. It does give some kickback for us. And the more likes and the more comments and the more support we get, the more videos we are going to put out. If you want to contact me, please go to the website, go to the contact page. You can leave either a voicemail or a email, and if you do the voicemail, of course we can play that on our podcast. But check us out, and like I say, we're overwhelmed with the amount of support we're getting, and that's why we are putting this stuff out. It just keeps getting better and better. Like the Law Abiding Biker Facebook page. We're also on Twitter at Law Abiding Biker. So, alright, again, keep the rubber side down and the shiny side up. Thanks for checking us out. Peace out.